Okay, so hello everyone. So I'm here again with the one more topic related to Python, that is function part 2. I have already covered many basic introduction or fundamental things of function in my part 1 video. So in that also it was like uses of functions, or you can say that simple program using function, return statement, etc. Already done with that. So in function part 2, first of all, we will start with the function can call another function in Python. So how it can call, that we will check. Suppose we have one function and name of that function is uh, m1. Then we are writing print message and we will write only one message. For example, first simple message actually I can say. Okay, then we have one more function and we will write that function name as m2, and again we will write one print statement second, first and second, like this. Okay, and inside the m2 we will call m1, so I'm writing m1 also like this, and outside I am calling m2. So how this is going to work? Okay, so first of all m2 will jump to this part, and then it will go inside of this and it will print second. Then it will check m1, so it will jump to m1, and then it will print what? First. So let us check the output of this. See, it is printing second and then it is printing what? First. So that is all about one function can call another function in Python. Now interesting thing now is functions are considered as a first class objects. How? So that we will check. That means you can assign a function to a variable. Assign function to a variable. So how? That we will check now. Suppose we have one function and name of that function is addition. Okay, and again we are writing one print statement, hello world. Okay, and outside of this, because we are done, outside of this I am declaring one more variable. Name of that variable is for example, if I say total equal to just one variable. As per this program, our function name is add, so I am writing total equal to add. So here you can see assign function, so we are assigning function to a variable, so we are assigning to which variable? Total. And then now if I write total and function, see, control S and F1, we are getting F, hello world. This is also possible in Python. The next thing is one more thing, that means you can pass function as a parameter, to another function. So quickly I will write one message. For example, the same thing, there is one function, the name of that function is add, and it is accepting only one argument because the question is passing function as a parameter to another function, and we are printing one hello world message. But here we have one more function define, and I will write ABC as one more function actually, just for demo purpose, and I will write print, and I will write one message thank you. Okay, so that I have written inside the ABC function, and then outside of this, let me remove these two lines. First of all, we are actually now going to call our first function add, which is accepting one parameter, and parameter will be function call of second function. That means ABC function bracket and bracket close. So obviously your program execution will start from this line. It will call add function. Okay, so it will jump to this part, Then ABC function is one parameter, so X will get copied with ABC function. That means first it will jump to your ABC function. It will print thank you. It will come back. It will go inside of this add function and then it will print hello world. So let us check the output. We are getting first thank you and then we are getting hello world. Then third case is nothing but function inside another function. That means I will just remove this parameter and also the comment part quickly. Function inside another function. So for example, add and I'm writing hello world and see inside this add function I have one more function. Okay, and inside that we have one message that is nothing but what? Print. Okay, and after that we are calling but not from the inside the ABC. We are writing over here ABC. Okay, and then somewhere outside we are writing add function. So how this program will work? Anyone has any idea like how it is going to work? Okay, so let me explain you all. Add function, it will start from here. It will jump to add function first of all. Then it will print hello world, whatever line you have written first line. Because in add function, this is the first line. Second is the function definition. So it will right now skip the function definition because obviously if we call, then only it will jump to this part. So it will jump to this line. After print, it will jump to ABC. So now it is going to call ABC. And it will print what? Thank you. So first of all, it will print hello world. And then it will print what? Thank you. See, hello world. And then it is printing what? Thank you. Okay. Then we can have a function can return another function. Function can return another function. So again, we will have one example quickly. What I will do is we have what you can say two functions. One is add function and one is ABC. So first function and we can have one more function inside of that, and then we have one print statement. Okay, but instead of calling that function, okay, what we are writing is return, and we are writing name of that function ABC, and while calling add function we are writing x equal to, and then we are writing in the next line x function, something like this. Okay, so x equal to add function, obviously it will jump to the add function part. Okay, but obviously it will not jump to ABC function because we have not called. So let us check the output of this program also, what it is printing. It is printing only thank you. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, so it is printing thank you. Why and how? Because when it will jump to add function from this place, it is jumping to add. It will not execute this two line right now, but it will jump to return part. What we have written, return ABC. That is our function name. So whatever is there in the print, okay, so that will be replaced by X. So when you are calling X function, it will print a thank you message. So that is function can return another function. Now we have the next topic as types of arguments. We can have two types of argument. One is formal arguments and second one is the actual argument. So I will write one simple program, define sum, and I will write a comma b and colon, and I will write c is equal to a plus b, enter, and I will write print and I will write c, and obviously I will call this function, that is sum function I will call, and I will write for example 10 comma 15 and bracket close. Basically the meaning is very clear and very simple. this is your actual argument, means when you are calling any function, that is actual argument. And when you are defining any function, okay, that time whatever you write in the parameter bracket or argument bracket, it is called as formal arguments. So these are formal and these are the actual argument. So the meaning of writing this program is just for this purpose only. So we will not execute right now because it is very simple example like addition of two numbers, but we will go ahead because we have a different types of arguments, and in the different types of argument we have first one, we call it as a positional arguments. Okay, likewise we have a keyword arguments, default arguments, variable length arguments, keyword variable length arguments. Okay, so what we will do is we will write the same program and we will check for the output if it is positional output is coming or not. We are getting output 25 because of the same program. Now the main point of positional argument, instead of at the time of calling, if I have a three parameters, actual parameters, and formal only two parameters, and now if I run this program, see we are getting it is a two positional argument but three were given. So if at the time of defining function, if you have a two formal parameters or formal arguments, then at the time of calling also you have to pass only two, not three or not four or more than that. Okay, so that is all about the first one, which is the positional arguments. The next one is nothing but keyword arguments. Okay, so we will write one program for keyword arguments. For example, define, and we have one shopping carts. Okay, therefore the name of that function is cart, and we have maybe two things as a parameter. One is items, okay, and second is obviously price, and then colon, and then we are printing two things. One is items and we are also printing price. And we are not giving any decoration right now. If you want, you can give in double quotation if interested. But now 3 to 4 times we will call this cart function with a different variation. First of all, cart, and now this is our formal parameter, and what name is given is items and price. So if I write items and equal to, okay, suppose pencil, okay, and then if I write price, same name, exactly same name, I'm writing items, price and price equal to 20. This is first time I will call. Okay, just control S and F5. See, we are getting pencil and 20 as a output. Now suppose if I write same thing but in a different way. For example, I will write price equal to 21st, and then I will write items equal to eraser, and price will be 10. Okay, I'm not passing as it is like items first and then price, but what I'm doing when I'm calling second time, let me remove the first call statement. Okay, so now when I'm calling cart only for one time, I'm writing price equal to 10 and items equal to eraser. So if I run this, still I'm getting eraser and 10. So you pass in any order, but name has to be same. Okay, and positional and keyword argument both together in one program. Suppose if it is student details, defined student, okay, and then obviously ID and name, for example, colon, and print ID first line and print name second line. Okay, print ID and print name. ID is actually inbuilt function, so we have to use some other name because it is showing in that same color. So ID1 may be okay. ID1, okay, fine. And then obviously I'm going to call this function, that is name of that function is student. And suppose if I write 1, and if I write comma, and if I write name equal to, okay, and in double quotation I will write one name, for example Vishal, and I will close this round bracket. Let me save this program. See, there is one parameter where I'm using this keyword as argument. That means name equal to something because of this thing. And I'm not using here keyword. It is a positional argument. Only value is given. Okay. So we'll just quickly run this program and let's see what output we are getting. Control S F5. We are getting correct answer. One is ID 1 and Vishal is the name. But suppose you write name equal to Vishal first and then comma you are writing 1. Okay, like this, in this order. Actually order is important right now. So we will get which type of error? Positional argument follows keyword argument. It means if your first parameter is keyword arguments, then rest all the parameter has to be keyword argument parameter only. If I write id1 equal to 1, then it will accept. Okay, or it is not like a first one. From wherever you start giving keyword argument, after that for remaining all parameter it has to be keyword arguments only. Okay, then we have a concept called as default argument. Default. Okay, so suppose id1 and name equal to, here default name is given, for example Vishal. Okay, and here if you write 1 comma a double quotation, and you can write for example Ketan, something like this. Okay, and if you want you can use this what you can say keyword arguments also. Okay, and now if I run this program, so what will happen? 1 will be assigned to id1, that is for sure. But if you are passing name equal to something, okay, then obviously it will overwrite. So it will not print Vishal, but it will print what? Ketan. Let's see. See. And suppose if you don't pass name equal to Ketan, suppose we are passing only id1 equal to 1. We are not passing second parameter, only one parameter. And if I run, it is taking 1 for sure. But now it is taking default argument Vishal. Okay, and also if you write in any order, still it is okay. Suppose if I write name equal to first Ketan, comma, and then I am writing id1 equal to 1 from here, and if I run, see 1 and then Ketan, we are getting the output for sure. So that is all about the default arguments in Python. Then we have a variable arguments. So I'm writing variable arguments. And one more thing, when it comes to variable argument, it is denoted by asterisk sign only one time actually. That is very important when it comes to variable length arguments. But when to use? Okay, so sometimes like when programmer doesn't know okay, how many value need to be passed to a function. In such a case, programmer cannot decide how many times arguments to be given in the function definition. Therefore, we use what? Variable length arguments to accept n number of arguments. So how it is going to work? Let's see with one simple example. Suppose we have one function and name of that function is total. It is having two parameter, but one is the normal parameter and the second parameter with the asterisk sign and then name of the parameter. So asterisk y is the variable length parameter argument. Okay, and colon. Now I am writing suppose c is equal to 0 just for one counter variable or just for storing the result actually, and then I'm writing one for loop. Let me just complete this program first. For I in y, because y can have two values, y can have three values, it can have four values because it is a variable length argument. Okay, let me just write here also variable length arguments. For I in y, what we want is c plus equal to I. Where is I? And obviously we want to print whatever we have stored in C. Now I will call this total. Suppose if I call with 100 comma 200, suppose one time, first we will check for one time only. 100% x will be 100 and 200 will be y. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, we are getting 200. Okay, so obviously we have not written that after this you do the addition also with x. So suppose if I write x plus c, okay, because it is printing only c, but if I write x plus c, it will give me 300 c. Okay, but that is obviously like two parameters and all that things. But what if I write 300? So what will happen now? 100, that is for sure for x, but there are two values given to y. So what will happen? One by one, first 200 will be in I, so C will be equal to 200. Okay. The next time for loop, because this print statement is out of for loop. The next time 300 will be in Y, it will copy it to Y. So C equal to 200 plus 300 will be C equal to 500. And we are printing C 500 plus X 100. So answer will be 600. So let's see. We are getting the output or not. See, we are getting the output as what? 600. And suppose what if I write only one parameter like this, for example, and if I run, we'll get the output of the only first parameter, nothing related to second one, nothing. If it is only one parameter, and if it is multiple parameters 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50 something like this, and if I execute this, then obviously addition of all the numbers. So this is the variable length, it accepts multiple variables. In short, you can say that is denoted using asterisk sign and then variable name. You can give any variable name. Then it comes to keyword variable length arguments. Keyword. So variable length is one time asterisk, and if it is keyword variable length, it is two times asterisk. Two times asterisk. Okay. So what is the purpose of having keyword variable length argument? So it is used for n key value pairing, because obviously two times asterisk, and if I write variable name for example y, it is nothing but keyword variable argument, and normally it is used for dictionary. So we'll write one simple example total, and I am writing only one variable asterisk asterisk and x, only one, two times asterisk, and obviously I will write only one statement inside of this is print x, that's it, nothing else. There is no logic right now. Okay, and then I will call this total, but here I will pass key also and value also. For example, id equal to 1 comma, id is inbuilt function, so I will write id1 actually, id1 equal to 1 comma, name equal to Vishal. Okay, and I will write age equal to 25, something like this. Okay, only three things I am passing right now, but everything is going to store in x actually, and it will print x also. So control s and f5. See, it is storing in the dictionary format because of the curly bracket, and whatever you have passed as a first parameter, that first part is having two things, one is key and second is value, and likewise second also and third also. See, this is key and this is value. So if you want something like this, then you can use keyword variable length argument at that time. Okay, and then obviously we know dictionary concepts like we can use items function because it has keys function, values function, and item functions. Item is used for both purpose to print key as well as value. So I think this is all about function part two. We have covered actually so many things like positional argument, default argument, keyword variable length argument, and also as I said, function is the first object in Python. How you can assign function to a variable. So we have covered many things. And also I'm going to record one more video that is of function part three. Okay, in which I'm going to cover so many things like global and local variables you can say. Then obviously after that uh, what you can say, global built-in function globals, then recursive functions, then lambda functions, after lambda function like filter function, map function, reduce function, they are inbuilt function actually, but how to use that is also very important. So that obviously probably I'm going to cover in my function part 3, and then we'll have one more video but based on for only for modules and packages, what is exactly meaning of modules and packages. So thank you everyone.